Okay, we're gonna try this again because I uploaded a video. Like literally, I worked so hard on this video and then I uploaded it and it was making this weird clicking sound, which lets me know that my computer sound system is effed up. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. I know how it happened, why it happened, and all that good stuff. But anywho, my name is Loretta. My channel is called Retta's Awakening Light, and this channel is all about awakening light, awakening your own light, the light inside of you, and also awakening the light inside of me. Ugh, look at my nails. Today, our video is titled, or this video is titled, I Am Valuable, and in the darkness, I am the light. So for you, you are valuable, and in the darkness, you are the light. The reason why I created this video is because I was sleeping last night in my beautiful bed behind me. And I had this vision. There was reality, like what you see right now, literally what's in front of you, whatever you see right now. And then in the middle of reality, it was like, in the middle of it, it sat fire, and it was like this pretty fire, like it was so many colors, like the color of the rainbow. Just imagine like fire. Okay, imagine fire happening in the middle of a piece of paper. Here's my piece of paper. In the middle of my piece of paper, fire just setting foot, and it was so pretty. It was so many colors. It was like it burnt away the reality that I was in, and showed me a new reality. And this new reality was beautiful. It was so pretty. And then I remember saying, I want to make a YouTube video about like being sad and being stuck in the house and not knowing what to do and being stuck with yourself. And I think that came to me because years ago, I can't even say years ago, y'all, not too long ago, I really struggled with depression. Like, I really had a hard time being me, just being my awesome self. And like, I'm the bomb. Okay. If you're watching this video and like, she ain't even that cute, bye. Because yes, I am. If you're watching this video and like, bye girl, bye. Because I think I'm fine. Okay. But I want everybody to feel like that. I want everybody to be able to look in the mirror and be like, hello, beautiful. How you doing? I want everybody to be happy with the choices that they make and to be fulfilled on the inside, to just be this cup of love for themselves and for other people. And as a child, that's who I was. But you know, you grow up and you interact with the world, and that light begins to dim. So right now we're in a place where everyone is being forced to be in the house, right? We're all stuck in the house, and we all have a new normal. Everyone's normal is not the same. Everyone's normal has never been the same, but I'm just saying, everyone's normal is not the same. Some people have gone into being full-time teachers, full-time moms, full-time husbands, full-time dads, because now we're all in the house together. Before it was, you had your time apart, but now it's like, that's not what it looks like for everybody. Everything is so intertwined, and you might not have your own personal space during this time. And then there's some people who, like me, live by themselves. Like, I live by myself and I love it. But who lives by themselves. And so you're in a position where you're left with you. There are no distractions. I mean, there are distractions, y'all. You could jump on YouTube in a hot second. You could jump on Instagram in a hot second. You can jump on any social media site with the quickness and be distracted. I mean, but for me, and this is for me personally, but for me, I can't. I cannot. Like, I can't consume my day with watching other people, because they're not me. I'm trying to figure out who I am, right, in this process. And I think this is called a lot of us to connect with ourselves and figure out who we are, or at least who we want to be. So there's the question. Who are you? Since you've been in this house, who did you realize you were? Who are you figuring out that you are? And in the midst of being stuck in the house and then coming to this conclusion that I'm this person, the next question is, do you like them? Do you agree with them? Do you enjoy spending time with them? And I mean really spending time with them, y'all. I don't mean Netflixing and chilling with them. I'm not talking about another person. I'm talking about yourself. Like, I enjoy Netflix and chilling with myself, but I don't even watch Netflix no more. So I don't. And I enjoy reading with myself and dancing and singing. Okay, let me stop. Y'all think I'm crazy. But truthfully, like, in the midst of being stuck in the house with just you and you alone, do you like the person that you are? When you take off the nails, y'all, my nails are so messed up and I'm not taking them off. Why? Because they hurt. I tried biting them. I tried bending them. I tried twisting them. It hurts. So they're staying on until they fall off like the rest of them, which also hurt when they hit the wall or the garbage can or whatever they hit. But it's like when you took that off, when you took off the lashes, if I had to take out my braids, I'm not, because my scalp is so messed up, but I ain't taking them out. I do love my natural hair though. But do you like that person? Can you look in the mirror and say hi to yourself? Can you look in the mirror and be like, what's up? How you doing? It's good to see you. Do you know how to nourish yourself so that you have enough to give to you, so that you have enough to give to other people? And so that when you go to bed every night, you're happy with the decisions that you made. You're happy with the person that you are. That's the purpose of this video. So I'm sorry, because this is just me talking and me rambling and me acting silly, my normal self. So I want to talk about like who I am, where I come from, and then what has led me on this journey to make this video, and then I'll close out. Oh, I love tarot cards, so I'll also close out with some tarot. But ever since I've always felt lonely. Like, I've always felt like something was missing. And I've never had the confidence that I do today. I've never had the confidence to look myself in the mirror. Y'all, I would, this is so embarrassing. I would walk really quickly past mirrors. Like, if this was a mirror, right, I would be like, I wouldn't even look at myself. Like, I didn't know how to greet myself. I didn't know how to look at me and be like, oh, hey, girl. Or like stop and be like, is there something on my lip? Like, I didn't know how to stop and do that because I didn't appreciate who I was. I didn't understand who I was. So I would do stuff like that. Or like, I would just be so sad and so depressed. And half the time I didn't even know why. Like, I just felt like life wasn't going good for me. The relationships I was in wasn't good. Like, the people didn't treat me the way I treated them. Like, okay, here it is. I always felt like my heart was this big. Y'all can't even see it, but big enough to be out of the camera. This big. My heart was so big, and I would just give. You get a heart, and you get a heart. You get some love, and you get some love, and you get some love. And then, at the end of the day, it would be this much love left for myself. And I was so exhausted from giving everybody else the love. It wants to stay out. Okay. I would be so exhausted from giving everybody else the love that when it came down to filling my own cup, I didn't even know how to do it. And I didn't want to do it. I was so tired. But then what really was happening is I would be so sad, y'all. I would go to bed and I would just be so disappointed in the choices that I made. Like, why did I even say that? Because that wasn't even true. That's not even how I really feel. Like, I really don't even like you. Why did I tell you that? Or like, I don't even want to go there. Like, I don't I don't even want to be in that situation. Why did I tell you, yes, I would go? So you could be happy, but then like you happy having a good time and I'm there with you and I'm like, I don't want to be here. And it's like, but you said you would come with me. So why you know what I mean? Like it would just, I would just do stuff. I would say stuff. I would be somebody that I wasn't really who I was just for the sake of having a friend, just for the sake of having a boyfriend, just for the sake of being a part of a group. Like I was so untrue to myself, so dishonest with myself that for years I lived that life. For years, y'all, I lived that life of not speaking my own truth. That when I finally hit a place in my life where I didn't know where if I was coming or if I was going. I was so lost. Like the entire world just turned upside down. I was like, damn, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know where to be. Like, I just don't know. And being in that dark, dark place, let me get real with y'all for a second. I was so depressed. I would not get out of bed. Listen to me. I wouldn't get out of bed, y'all. For nothing. Nothing at all. I had people coming to check in me. I mean, walking in the room like, are you okay? Today I can look back and laugh at it, but I was so hurt. I just reached a point in my life where I felt like there was nothing else I could do at this point. I've done all I could do. I've given all I could give. And my giving wasn't good enough. So the last thing my last resort was to end my own life, was to take this beautiful, abundant life that I have today and will have in the future away from myself because I just couldn't figure out how to be me. I just didn't know how to do it. And I tried to commit suicide multiple times. I put my fingers up to say twice, but it was more than twice. But I've tried multiple times, and each time it was a failure. Thank God it was a failure. Praise God it was a failure. Because for some people it isn't. But praise God for me it was. And if you are a person who is in that situation, I just want to say today doesn't have to be that day. I hope that you find the light that you need to keep moving. Hopefully it's this video. Hopefully a friend calls you just to say how you doing. But I hope there is something that stops you from picking up the knife, picking up the blade, picking up the pill, picking up the rope, whatever it is. I hope that there is something that stops you from making that decision. Not for nobody else, but for you, to give yourself the chance of living a true and authentic life, purpose life, based off of what you want. Nobody else can live your life for you but you. And since we're talking about that, nobody else can live your life for you but you. I mean, really live your life. And so down to the point to where all of the choices that you make are centered around you. Every choice that you make is centered around you. And it's not because you're selfish. It's not because you don't care about other people. But it's because you love yourself so much. You value yourself so much. You know that the first person that you have to take care of so that you can give and take care of anybody else is yourself. I can't open up my house to nobody if I ain't got a house. I can't give $10 to nobody if I ain't got $10. I can't smile at you if I can't smile at myself. So make sure you are okay. Don't do something because somebody is peer pressuring you, guilt tripping you. Oh my gosh, y'all, that's how people used to get me. That is like, what they call it, Achilles heels or something like that. Whatever. That's mine. Guilt tripping. Man, if somebody give me them eyes, make their face real sad, I could just feel their heart. If somebody just is really feeling like, oh, but Loretta, but you, or they say, but you did this to me, so you owe me. Or I'm telling you, y'all, I would be so, I would give it all. I wouldn't even have it. I would call somebody else. They thinking they ain't giving it to me, and I'm giving it to another person because they calling me with the foolishness. And for years, I did that. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I still do it. Somebody could still guilt trip me. I'm more aware than I was before. Before, I didn't know that this was even a thing. I thought I was the one being selfish because somebody needed something and I wasn't giving them. But now I'm very caught on to being like, oh, you trying to guilt trip me. And the people that I let slide, I let them slide. And then there's some people who I used to let slide that I don't let slide no more. And the people that I let slide, I'm learning my words so they can stop sliding. And they also don't slide often because growth, right? I'm continuing to grow. But yeah, so I was really, really depressed, really, really sad, and in such a dark place. And it forced me to look at me, to really look at me and to see everything that made me sad, to see everything that made me happy, to see what was wrong, what was right. And when I had the opportunity to look, just like right now, because of the situation we're in, we're all forced to look within. I was forced to look within a while ago. And when I was forced to look within, I did not like that person. That person was so broken, so lost, so she was just a person you just wanted to see and be like, who hurt you, boo? Who hurt you? And how can I help heal you? What can I do to help you put the pieces back together so you can come and stand with your head held up high? Let me fix your crown, honey. Let me fix your crown, queen. Let me fix your crown, king. That's how I felt like people were looking at me. And actually, that's not true. That's what I felt I needed. But what people saw in me was so much different from what I saw in myself. I just saw the brokenness because of the traumas that I went through. Other people saw different things. Like, they were like, Loretta, your light is so bright. It's so uncontainable. You're just such a sweet person. And I was, but in the midst of being such a sweet person, I was also easily taken advantage of. That's what it was. People easily took advantage of my innocence. It was taken so quickly. And when it was taken, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was just, wherever the wind blew, I blew. Wherever it went, I went. And I just took it. I didn't have a say in it. I just took it. Any guy showed an interest in me, I just took it. Like, oh, you think I'm cute? What? You think I'm cute? Because I think I'm ugly. So it's nice that you like me. Oh my God. Oh my God, let me run to him. Oh my God, let me. And it's like, damn, bitch. It's like, love yourself better than that. Okay, boo? Like, you out here doing the most for people, and they don't even care about you, boo. Like, they don't even care. Like, some people really do just try to use you, and you just have to see your own truth. You just really got to look for yourself. Like, who am I? Who am I? Because when you know who you are, it's just certain shit you want to lie. Like, when I look back on some of the stuff, y'all, that I did, it's just certain stuff I won't do no more. Prime example. It's always easy to talk about relationships. And it doesn't have to be love relationships, but that's what I'm going to talk about because that seems to be always a topic. And love, right? And I could talk about this because I can. Because I can. But in love relationships, there are certain things that I would do for certain guys because they said that they liked me, and then would guilt trip me into doing something. Like money, y'all. Money. Yes, I'm stupid. I know. Today I know, but today I won't do that shit. But like, and I wasn't even in a position where I was balling. Like, that's not the position I was in. I was in a position where I was like, okay, I was in college, in high school. Like, I ain't making money, but I got a little bit more than he does. And because I have a little bit more than he does, he thinks he has access to that. And because I don't value myself and I don't know my worth, I'm like, oh yeah, he does because he's with me. So what's mine is his and what's his is his. Did you see what I just said there? Okay. I say that because I would do stuff for people that they wouldn't do for me. And that was a huge sign that I didn't know me. If I knew me and understood me, then I wouldn't have put myself in that situation. Homeboy would have came to me and I would have been like, nah, if we're not equally yoked, as the Bible says, if you're not on the same page as me, nigga, if you ain't in the same book as me, if you ain't interested in the same things, if your hustle is not as good as my hustle, if not greater than my hustle, then I don't want it. I don't want it. But let me tell y'all what my stupid ass would do. I would buy shit. I'm telling you, a bitch ain't never get a gift. Ain't never get a gift. But I would buy so much stuff. Like, I would be like, oh, I just got paid. Let me show him that I love him by doing this. Because if I show him that I love him by buying him this, then he gonna show me even more that he love me. He gonna go get a real job. Ain't do shit. Ain't do shit. Okay? And it's like, if I had just put, y'all imagine, if all the money I spent on an ex so that I would gain his love, imagine if I had took that money and put it into a passion that I was interested in. Imagine if I had took that money and put it into a savings account so that I could save it for when I went to college. Imagine if I had taken that money and I had signed up and I had saved it for a rainy day. Imagine if I had taken that money and bought a fucking car. Like, I'm talking buku. I ain't that much money, but I'm talking about enough for a down payment. Okay. And I'm not speaking about one guy that I've ever dated. I'm speaking about people that I've dated. Whereas, like, and sometimes they didn't even have to ask me. So that's not to say that I was dating people who was always had their hand out, like, but some people had their hand out, like, and when I would be like, I don't got it, or if I would say like, no, because I want to use it for this, they would guilt trip me like, but that's basically free money. So why you can't give it to me? And I would be like, well, it is free money. And I didn't get that type of money. And I would be like, well, yeah, he didn't get that money. So why can't you give it to me? And my stupid ass would be like, okay, so I guess you could have the money. And then be tight because then I would have a bill come up and now I got to work. Now I got to work my 3 jobs to make up for the money I just gave you. And it's like, you not pressed. You still sleeping well at night, but my stupid ass is over here sad as fuck because I made a choice because I went against myself. First of all, I went against myself when you showed the first red flag in this relationship. And I was like, but he loves me. He could give it to me, right? Okay? Like, come on, stupid. Today I say that. And I'm not saying that lightly because if you're in that situation, I know that it's hard. If you're in those situations, I know it's hard. I know that shit is sad. I know that shit is, y'all, you could be in a relationship with somebody, be in a relationship for years, be in a relationship with somebody and still be lonely. You could be with somebody and still be sad. You could still be with somebody and still be dishonest. And it's like, if that's the case, then why you with them? But it's like, I'm with them because I'm lonely. And I don't want to be by myself because being with me, meaning that I got to deal with all my own monsters. And why would I want to deal with my own monsters when I could deal with this monster? A controllable monster. Right? Anyway, y'all, let me get to the topic because I just been babbling my mouth. I say all of this to say that you are capable of healing yourself. That you are the light that you're looking for. You're the love that you're looking for. You're the male, the female, the yin, the yang, the balance, the God. You are, and I don't mean God as in like God, that God. I mean God as in God lives inside of us. The universe is inside of us. That's my belief. If you don't want to take that, don't take that. But everything that you want for yourself, everything that you're looking for externally, literally is already inside of you. If you're looking for a relationship, the relationship that you're longing for is inside of you. Because what you're really are you really looking for a relationship, or are you really looking for fulfillment? Right? Because like it's like you're looking for what that thing would give you. I want to be in a relationship because I want somebody to tell me that they love me. Well, why isn't you? My cat's doing something weird. Why isn't you telling you that you love you enough? I want to be in a relationship because maybe they give me gifts. Y'all, I could buy all the fucking gifts I want. I don't need nobody to buy me nothing. It's nice to have those things, but it's really good to have those things when you're in balance, because when you're not in balance, you end up having the relationships that I've had. You end up having the experiences that I have, which are dark fucking experiences, sad fucking experiences that leads you to lots of trauma, lots of heartbreak, lots of fucking sadness, and then in a place where you're trying to pick up all the fucking pieces all at once. And then there's so many pieces, it takes you so long to put it back together. But it's possible, and you can do it. That's why I created this video. I want you to know that you can do it. I want to end, because it said 26 minutes, which means I've been talking a lot. I want to end with pulling some tarot cards, because I love some tarot cards. I want to end with pulling some tarot cards about what do we do during this time, Spirit, so that we can connect with ourselves and so that we can truly love ourselves, so that when we come up out of this, now this is the purpose, so that when we get out of the house, we're transformed. The same way that the earth is healing, we should be healing. The same way that everything is shut the fuck down, we should be in the house shut down, so that we could go within into the dark and see what is it that I don't really like, so that I can fix that shit, so that when I reemerge, it's like we're all butterflies, y'all. It's like we're all caterpillars scooting along, eating shit and doing shit. And now we're in our cocoon. And inside of our cocoon is when transformation happens. I don't know, y'all. Y'all probably know what it looks like, what the transformation actually looks like, but I don't. Pretty sure you can YouTube that shit. You could go on and you could, you go in and you start this transformation process. And the transformation process for us is healing ourselves. The same way Gaia, which is Mother Earth, is taking time to heal herself because we're not fucking interfering, is what we need to be doing, so that when we step out, we are these oh my gosh, and look what I pull as soon as new beginnings. So that when we step out, we can step out into these new beginnings, into a new world. Okay? Yes, Spirit, I receive it. And of course, there's a lot of mental conflict right now because we have to deal with ourselves. We got to deal with the monsters inside of the closet. We have to deal with the things. And as we pull the 0, we now pull a 1, triumph and success. Okay, it's going to lead to a new us, a new beginning, and we're going to be triumphant and successful, prosperous. Okay, new beginnings happening, prosperous beginnings happening. Because we took this time to go within and to really connect with ourselves on a deep and meaningful level. On a deep and meaningful level. Let's see. A card did fall out. I didn't want to take it. All right, let me stop. Let me take a chord. Let me take a chord. Spirit, what you got to say about this time going within? About this time going within, Spirit. I had to delete that first YouTube video. I can't believe my computer was... Y'all saw that? That was crazy. That was crazy. Crack. If you are not a Patreon person for a Pretty Boss, and if you don't know who that is, please go find her on YouTube. She talks about this. The crown chakra. And she calls the coronavirus the crown virus, or something like that. Please don't kill me, Pretty Boss, if I'm wrong. But it's like, this is the time where literally God is connecting with all of us. And we need to access our crown chakra in order to receive these messages. This right here is a message. Spirit, stop. Okay? Come through. Look at that intuition. This is really the time to go in and listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. I'm going to take these 2 cards. Yes, Spirit, I receive it. Okay? Listen to your intuition. Look at y'all. Look at this, y'all. See that universe right there? That's what's inside of you, giving you all the answers that you need of how to heal yourself and connect with yourself, okay? You see that door? That's the door to spirit. Connect with the spirit inside of you, okay? God is inside of you. God is inside of you, inside of you, inside of you. Let's see what other card we can pull, or what other deck we're going to pull. Everyone. It's all in me. This ain't even the card I want. This ain't even the deck I wanted. But I guess I'll pull from it since it came out. Everything you want now, baby. Have faith in your dreams. Are some of you dreaming of something? Yes, have faith in your dream. Have faith in your dreams. Absolutely. A win-win outcome is forecast. Let's see, Spirit, what do you have to say to add to this crown chakra where we're receiving messages from Spirit and this intuition where you're telling us to listen to ourselves? All the cards fell out. We can't take all the cards, so we're going to try this again. Where you're telling us to listen to ourselves. Yes, absolutely. I receive it. I want to listen to myself. I want to know what it is that you have to tell me. How can I heal myself? How can I love me? How can I walk out of here new and transformed and authentic? Truly, where I take care of myself, where I care about me. Mad cards fell. Mad cards fell, but I'm going to take this one. Work through your fears. Work through your fears. How do you heal yourself? Work through your fears and have faith in your dreams. Work through your fears, meaning that shit is scary. I'm telling y'all, it's a scary place when you really try to work, when you doing some healing. When you really going in and looking at who you are, you realize, you be like, damn, it's muddy in there. It's gooky in there. It's nasty in there. But who's responsible for that? You are. Listen, some things are uncontrollable. I'm not talking about situations where abuse is happening or anything like that. Some things are definitely like out of your control. And then there are some things that are in our control, that there's some real trauma that we were a part of. There were some decisions that we made that we fucked up. And we have to work through that. We have to heal from that. No one else is going to heal us from that but us. Do the work, y'all. Do the work. I'm actually really happy that the first video didn't work, because the messages here is very clear. It's very clear from Spirit. We didn't even get that crown chakra or that intuition card this time. So this is like, yes, Spirit. Yes, absolutely. I receive it. All right, let's do another one. Woman holding a coin. My ladies is popping. We out here getting this money. All right, don't judge me, y'all. Angel of strength. Absolutely. Have the strength to go within and to deal with whatever it is that's holding you back. Attachments. Detach from that bullshit. Detach from it. And I'm sorry for all my cursing, but detach from it, because that is what's holding us back. We don't have to hold on to fear. We don't have to hold on to the ugliness, the depression, the sadness, the laziness, all those things, the anxiety that we have inside of us. We can let that shit go. And when we let that shit go, we open up a world of new possibilities. Because when you're a healed person, you don't work from a fear-based mentality. You work from a mentality of confidence. Like, oh, no, I'm capable. I know I could do this. I know I'm going to get this job. I know this. 2 cards fell out. I don't want to keep these. They're nasty cards. Deceit and indecisions. I don't like these cards. I'm going to shuffle again just to see. Is there another card, Spirit? Like, ugh. Deceit and intuition. So this is saying you got, you know what? I'm going to keep it because I think I hear the message. I heard the message as I was shuffling. It's like some of y'all are not being honest with yourselves about what's really on the inside of you. Some of you are ugly on the inside, okay? And I say that, and I mean that in regards to myself too, because even now as who I am, sometimes I still get jealous. Sometimes I see another person and I be like, ugh. But really deep down, I'd be like, damn, I wish I was like her. Oh, okay, please, like me. So it's like some of us are really being fake with ourselves. Some of us are really like out here doing it for the gram. It's like we're out here doing it for the gram. We're not being our true authentic selves. And it's like, no, make the decision. Listen to your intuition and make the decision. Are you going to choose to work through? Yes, Spirit, I receive it. Thank you. Are you going to choose to work through your fears and become that bomb as person that you are? Or are you going to continue to lie to yourself? Are you going to continue to be the person that you are, who's broken, who's sad, who's lonely, who's jealous, who's envious, who's lazy? Or are you going to be like, hell no, I don't want to be that person no more. Hell no, I'm making a choice. And today I choose me. Today I choose to love me. Today I choose to value me. Today I choose to leave that nigga. Today I choose to leave that bitch because they're not good for me. I just went in for no reason. I don't know who that was for. Okay, and then and then there's journey on the bottom, y'all. Journey. Step into a new journey. Open the fucking door. Open the door, y'all. Open the door, y'all. Open the door, y'all. Oh, because it leads to something beautiful. Isn't that what I was saying in regards to my dream? How like the reality just burned away so beautifully, and it was like this new gorgeous world, and I want to create that world, y'all. Seriously, peace, happiness, love, abundance, prosperity, all of that on earth for real, and not just for me, not just for my cousin Kiki, not just for my auntie, not just for Pookie, but for everybody. Everybody has access to abundance planning. Wasn't I just talking about abundance for the world? The world. Okay, y'all. Abundance planning. It's like everybody. There is more than enough in this world for everybody. More than enough in this world for every single person to have what they need. Everybody in this world can have a business, and there will still be enough money for everybody. Why? Because everybody has different likes, everybody has different responsibilities, and everybody needs different things. Okay, so never think that there is lack of. There's more than enough for everybody to go around. Every single person in the world. Don't be jealous or envious of another person, because you can have it too, boo, if you want it. If you want it. All right, y'all, I'm bugging. Let me finish this because it's about to be bad long. Last card, Spirit. What can we do to help us work through our fears so that we don't have this deceitfulness about ourselves, so that we can be true and honest with ourselves? Okay, how do we step into this new journey? What can we do? What's a process we can have? Excuse me, that was nasty. My bad. All right, come on. One card wanted to fall out. Movement. And I see this in, I think this came out for a lot of different reasons, because movement looks differently for everybody. So I think this was a card. So we have, okay, let me finish my thought. Movement. You see how it's like movement, but stillness all in the same time. It's like moving with the universe. It's like moving but still being still. I don't know how to explain this. Wait, let me think, y'all. I'm trying, because I know what it looks like in my brain, but I don't know how it looks in yours. It's like making moves that's going to put you in a zen place. Making moves that's going to help you work through your fears. That's going to help you connect with your intuition and your crown chakra. Okay, like that's going to help you connect with the divine, with the most high. But it's still like, and it's still being still, because in the movement that you're making, you still have to be still so that you can hear the messages. Because if you're moving so much, you can't hear the messages. And I mean, for that, thank you that we're in a position where we can't really move that much. We got to be still. We have to pay attention. And then it says go for a walk. Y'all could go outside. I'm not saying go outside and do the stupid shit that everybody else is doing, okay? Don't go outside touching everything and being in everybody's face, but you could go for a walk, okay? You can go for a walk. It's okay to go for a walk. Your brain's gonna go crazy sitting in the house. Y'all, I cannot sit in the house. I have to go to the park. The last time I went to the park, it wasn't yesterday. I lied in my last video. I said it was yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. Or was it yesterday? I don't know. It was either the day before yesterday or yesterday. I spent a good 2 to 3 hours in the park. I took my blanket with me. I laid my blanket out in the middle of the park. I sat underneath the rays of the sunshine and I just listened to music that fulfills me, that makes me happy. Okay, I listen to mindful affirmations. I listen to some solar plexus, healing, chakra music. I just really listen to music that put me in a space of connecting so that I can receive messages from the divine and so that I connect with my intuition, so that I can work through my fears, so that when this time is over, I'm truly my authentic self and I'm ready to make moves that's going to lead me onto a new journey that's going to lead to abundance. Okay, I'm taking this time to plan my abundance. So y'all remember that card? It did come out. So, and then also go for a walk, go outside. Underneath that is aromatherapy. I love aromatherapy, y'all. Put some smells in the air like orange, lavender, rosemary. Y'all, I had some strawberry something. It was from Five Below. Strawberry rose. Oh my gosh. I wish I had brought the whole damn instant container. It's so good. And then last but not least, positive affirmations. So 4 things you can do. And the 4 things are movement, take a walk, positive affirmations, and aromatherapy. I hope this message finds you in good spirits and in love and in light. And I hope that this message resonates with you. And I hope that I made sense in the midst of my craziness. Okay? I really hope that this message allows you to work through your fears so that you could be the light that you really are, so that you can shine your own light and shine bright while you do it. Don't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Take this time to really be in your cocoon and transform into the beautiful, positive, radiant, abundant, endless butterfly that you truly are. Peace, y'all.